Hi there, my confidence family. Welcome back to our channel. Over the past few weeks, my team and I have been sharing videos all about showing gratitude, developing our relationships, and spreading the love. After all, it's the season. But we know that a content series on relationships and kindness would not be complete without recognizing the most important relationship we have in this world. While we may adore our children, parents, partners, friends, and siblings, there's one more lifelong relationship that, if not properly tended to, can affect all of the other relationships. You wonder which one is that? Think you've guessed it. This week, we are talking all about the relationship we have with ourselves. This crucial relationship often gets overlooked, despite being a key piece in everything we do. So if we are ready to get serious about self-love and learn a few strategies to improve this so important relationship, hit that like button and subscribe, and let's dive in. I want you to think of the last time a friend or loved one was upset and turned to you for advice. Maybe they were stressed about work, unhappy with how they looked or felt, or had gotten in an argument with someone close to them. Whatever the case may be, I want you to think back to that interaction and how you chose to respond to them. Now, I don't know my entire confidence family personally, but if I had to guess, I imagine you met that friend or loved one with kindness, compassion, patience. Maybe you helped them remember their strengths or helped them create a plan of action for the areas in which their life felt a bit out of control. But the idea of criticizing or tearing them down never crossed your mind. You care about this person. Why kick them when they're down? So then, let me ask you, why instead of treating ourselves with the same patience, compassion, and kindness when we're in a difficult spot, do we more so feel comfortable being negative to ourselves? It makes so little sense when you really think about it, right? The relationship we have with ourselves is one that is for life. It's the longest relationship we'll ever have. It should be cherished, honored, and celebrated. And we should be doing everything we can to protect our own well-being. And yet, instead of that, we are trying to put this relationship on the back burner. But doing this can really be a slippery slope. How we feel about ourselves seeps into our family life, our work life, and our ability to have the courage to try to get out and do new things. And to get outside of our comfort zone, we need to have the willingness to say yes to opportunities. And if you know anything about our ACM tip, we want you to say yes. We want you to have a relationship with yourself that's built on trust and self-belief. After all, that courage and self-belief is how any confidence journey begins. So what can we do? Well, if you're watching this video and you feel like I'm describing you, and you're sick of this negative self-talk and are ready to make a change, I have 3 exercises you can try this week and see if they can help you build a little bit more self-love and put a stop to the negative thoughts and strengthen your relationship with yourself. Our first exercise involves writing down the negative thoughts that cross your mind. Whether you choose to do this as a note in your phone or a good old-fashioned notebook, it doesn't matter. I want you to just write down the negative thoughts that run through your mind. Throughout the day, you're thinking about, oh, well, I could have done this or I should do this. Sit down at the end of the day and review if you can just disprove these thoughts. For example, maybe you forgot to print an important document that you needed for your work and only realized that the document was missing in the middle of the presentation. The first thing your mind's going to say is like, oh, I'm such an idiot. I'm going to look just awful. People are going to think I'm a mess. Nobody's going to take me seriously. In that moment, you're just going to make yourself feel worse. But later at night, when you're thinking about it, you might realize, my presentation went well. Yes, I left my document at home. I'm human. I made a mistake. The next time, I'll be more careful. Over time, by disproving these negative thoughts, you might find that your initial instinct to be more gentle with yourself in the very first place is important. Exercise number 2, body image. All of us, we are a little unkind when it comes to that. To love yourself exactly as you are, celebrate yourself, every curve, every blemish, and while the sentiment is beautiful, and we strive for it, sometimes it's hard. Sometimes we're just not feeling it. So instead, see if you can meet yourself in the mirror with body neutrality. This means honoring the fact that you may not feel amazing today, or your face and your hair just don't look their best, but you know that when you step into the world, you can and will look the amazing person that you are. Accepting and moving on rather than harping about everything or a flaw can do wonders to your mental health and can lead you to a more loving relationship with yourself. And finally, our last and third exercise, affirmations. Self-affirmations are huge for self-esteem and mindset, especially when performed at the start of the day. Take some time to sit down and come up with 3 to 5 factual statements that reflect different things you like about yourself. They could be sentences such as, I'm a hard worker, I always try to do my best, I wake up with a great mindset, whatever that may be. Post them somewhere you can see, on the mirror, the refrigerator, or they do a pop-up on your phone. Whatever works for you. But starting your day with these affirmations can help put your mind in a positive place and can help you begin treating yourself as you would treat a friend or a loved one. Taking a magnifying glass to your relationship with yourself can be tough. I commend you for wanting to make that change. I hope these exercises can serve as tools to use when you want to put your relationship right in the forefront. Remember, you matter. You're worth it. Your relationship with yourself is just as important as your relationship with anyone else. Our ACM team loves you, and I hope you love yourself too. I'll catch you in the next video.